If you've ever wanted to live in San Francisco, but want the suburbs without being in the suburbs, then there's only one neighborhood to actually be in to meet that. This is one of the safest, most walkable neighborhoods with tree-lined streets, beautiful restaurants, classic storefronts and boutiques, and it is called the West Portal District. Now, West Portal got its name because it sits at the western entrance to the Twin Peaks Tunnel, which was a major transit route that opened in 1918, and it really shaped a lot of the development of this neighborhood. The West Portal District also has one of the strongest sense of community with the types of people that live there. Now, we're going to get into that, the lifestyle, the amenities, the real estate metrics for either renting or buying, and just who actually lives in this neighborhood and why you would want to consider it. But before we do that, I would be honored, and it would be a huge favor if you would subscribe to this channel, like this video, and help support the reach of this YouTube channel for people just like you to be able to explore different neighborhoods in San Francisco, what it means to buy or invest or rent in this great market. And as we get going here, allow me to quickly introduce myself. My name is Arjun Dhingra. I'm a two-time Taekwondo world champion, a lender of 24 years. I work in San Francisco and live with my family in Marin County, and started this YouTube channel to help bring key information and useful bits to everyone who's looking to either invest or own in this great market. I appreciate you guys watching. Now let's get into today's topic here of the West Portal District. Now, I mentioned at the onset of this video that it is the best of both worlds, suburban life while still being closely connected to the city. And you just have to tour around West Portal to know that I'm not lying. It has a small town atmosphere with very charming single family homes, quaint streets, beautiful boutiques, and everything being so walkable. You feel like you're in a totally different city, but you're actually just minutes away from downtown San Francisco. And we'll start with that, which is the proximity to everything. Now, West Portal is a key muni hub with the K, L, and M trains all running through this neighborhood and can basically get you downtown in as little as 20 minutes. It is a very quick hop, skip, and a jump to the 280, which can get you to the South Bay, to the airport. And if you want to head north, just get on the 19th Avenue and take it all the way until you're on the Golden Gate Bridge. No turns. And one last thing regarding transportation and commuting in this neighborhood, this is one of the best neighborhoods to park in. Plenty of street parking available because most of the actual properties in this area are homes, and these homes have garages. So a lot of the residents are not taking up that outside parking space. So this is a major, major perk for living in this neighborhood. So where exactly does West Portal begin and end? West Portal is located in the southwestern corridor of San Francisco. It's bordered by Forest Hill to the east, St. Francis Wood to the south, and Inner Parkside up to the north. And the entire neighborhood is centered around its main commercial strip, West Portal Avenue. The rental market is accessible, still expensive, but not quite as expensive as other areas of San Francisco. $31.50 was the average rent as of last month, March 2025, for a one-bedroom unit, and $4,200 for a two-bedroom unit. So this is a little more affordable than the Marina District, as an example, but pricier than, say, Outer Sunset. Now, I think one of the key things that makes this neighborhood very unique and unlike a lot of the other enclaves or major districts in San Francisco is that this is dominated, West Portal that is, by single-family residences. There are very few condos relative to the entire space in this area. And so you will see a lot of mid-century homes and charming Spanish-style houses that dominate all of the neighborhoods. This is what gives it its very charming feel and atmosphere, but these properties also have a lot of character and history. You can expect to pay about $1.85 million for an average home and about $1.2 million for a condo. Now, the neighborhood is home to a lot of families, professionals, and retirees. And people choose this neighborhood because of the quieter suburban-like feel that they get, but still also being just minutes away from the city. So it's, again, the best of both worlds. The median household income for someone living in West Portal is $180,000. Now, since West Portal has fewer apartment buildings than any other district in the San Francisco market, people who make less money than that median income find ways to get in by renting cheaper in-law units that are part of a lot of these older style properties, sharing larger homes, or securing older rent-controlled apartments. But what's super unique to this area is the multi-generational living. You will see families of different generations staying in some of these larger homes because it's just a lot easier, and quite honestly, there's the space to do it. Again, super unique to San Francisco because in other districts, you wouldn't be able to say that, nor would you want to do that. But again, the neighborhood is really marked by its small town vibe, and this is primarily because there are just few apartment complexes and so many houses, not to mention beautiful houses. But ultimately, I think it's the local charm and family vibe that makes West Portal so unique and special. The shops and restaurants are all primarily locally owned, which gives it a true neighborhood feel. There's a real sense of community here. With all of that multi-generational living, you will see people that have been in this neighborhood for so long that they just know it well, and they're really embedded into it. And you get a sense of that while walking. And while you're walking, you also note that this is one of the, if not the safest neighborhoods in all of San Francisco. So it's great for families and retirees. So there's a lot of space for weekend outings, hiking, jogging, walking, because of the very close proximity to Stern Grove, Pine Lake Park, and Mount Davidson. Now that very well-known commercial strip that I told you was at the heart of the neighborhood, West Portal Avenue, features all of these locally owned shops, restaurants, and boutiques. Mozzarella di Bufala, a great and well-known Italian restaurant, is featured in this neighborhood. A lot of other new restaurants that have just hit the scene and people from all outside of West Portal are coming in and flocking towards it, have recently opened. Borsa, a well-known Mediterranean restaurant, and the very staple and classic Manor coffee shop is also in West Portal. Great wine bars and even a really cool corner dive bar. So while there's a good social vibe, I would caution about being single and maybe on the younger end, if you can afford to live in this neighborhood, unless you truly want a suburb feel, to actually put some temporary roots down here. It may not be the best for your dating life, although you might buck the trend and prove otherwise, but a lot of younger people opt for other neighborhoods. Again, this neighborhood has primarily been seen as a final spot for retirees or long-standing families that have stayed here generationally, or just professionals that are starting a family. It is more affordable than Noe Valley and Pacific Heights, but still pricey, relatively speaking, to other neighborhoods. So it's a perfect fit for people that want a family-friendly neighborhood with great walkability, transit accessibility, great local shops, and an overall slower pace of life. So hopefully that is helpful information to you if you're trying to pick and decide with neighborhoods, and West Portal has been one of those for consideration. But what do you guys think? Is that a neighborhood you would live in? If you lived in San Francisco at one point, what did you think of West Portal, whether you visited or did you in fact actually live in it? Please comment or share your thoughts and feedback below, because it could be helpful to someone else that's doing their search if you have a good perspective. Again, guys, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that we can reach more people like you with these neighborhood tours. And we look forward to seeing you guys in San Francisco at some point, hopefully in one of these neighborhoods, and also catching you on the next video.